gets set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 20. Six. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. Pushing his way through. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Again, it's Mostert. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So the completion there, but Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A handoff running left is Mostert, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mostert.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Allen maybe with a free play. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. On play action, Allen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Allen off the play fake. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd and goal. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Going deep for Diggs.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Throwing is Allen on third. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the
the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. That catch good for only a couple. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Second and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Escapes the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To a hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
45 yards.
And the Dolphins could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Man open, here is Crowder. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Throwing is Allen. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now Allen. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a victory here for the Miami.